Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talking Pro Football with Mike, Domin, and Tom. We got our actual original lineup here tonight. Yay!
The Three Stooges of football.
That's
who
it.
we are
That's
tonight.
it. All right, before we start, because you guys have been asking to see our records, Tom.
I don't know if y'all want to see that, but
You asked, so anyway, hey. That's actually a segue, ladies and gentlemen, to what we start our show with every week. As we say, we are not professionals, we are not experts, we are not ex-football players, we are just regular guys who love NFL football.
well, we played football at some level.
Well, yeah, but I mean, sure.
Not anywhere to this level.
You can think we're cool. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly.
we are
Close.
We are into week 7, and again, ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in. We don't do a lot of BS like some of these other shows. We dive right into football. We got a Thursday night game, so we have Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Boy, if you told me Pittsburgh was going to run away with this, I'd be like, no way. But I got to give credit where it's due. Aaron Rodgers is playing good. Pittsburgh has got, 4-1? Cincinnati just can't get out of their own way. I am going with Pittsburgh all night, Thursday night. Tom?
I was going to try to get my phone to pull up. I don't even need to look at the phone on this one. I know I'm going with Pittsburgh on this one.
Mike?
Well, you know, the thing is about Pittsburgh is doing mistake-free football. They're not special. They don't have any great receivers except for DK Metcalf. And they just don't turn the ball over, and they play good defense. They're not spectacular in any way, but the Browns are sadly very unspectacular. So I'm going to have to go with the Steelers.
Well, I'm glad because it's the Bengals, and they really are
Unspectacular.
unspectacular.
All right. Thank you, NFL, for giving us another Sunday morning game. It says it's the Rams at Jacksonville, but we know it's, I think, London,
I
Wembley.
think
so.
London is Jacksonville's second home. They're considered that's
it
their
really
other
is.
home. Yeah.
I just don't trust Jacksonville 100%, and the Rams are just, I don't know, just something about them. I think they get back on track. I'm going to go with the Rams. Tom?
I've got the Rams too. I can't see them not losing this one. I think Jacksonville still they're on that young team. They're getting there. They're going to be there. I just don't like their head coach, so I'm going with the Rams.
I think the Rams have more talent
Yeah.
than Jacksonville. And Jacksonville, however, is 4-1. So they... 4-2?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Kansas
4-2.
City beat them, yeah.
I was off a week. I had to do some home construction stuff. But I'm going to go with the Rams. I think Matthew Stafford and the Rams pull it out.
All right, we go to our Sunday 1 o'clock games. We have New Orleans versus Michael's Chicago Bears. I said on the show last week I wasn't going to buy the Bears. They had to show me more. That was a good win last night over Washington. So, and let's face it, nothing against New Orleans. They're rebuilding. That happens. Nobody's fault. But it's at Chicago. Chicago's finding ways to win. I'm going to go with Chicago in this. Tom?
I've got Chicago in this one too. I think they're learning how to use their quarterback. They're not making long, drawn out plays. They know quick, and it's working. It's showing 3 games in a row. You can't deny that. I'm going with the Bears in this one.
Michael?
As you know, I love my Bears, and yes, this is going to take a minute. We paid Washington back for what they deserved because they didn't deserve it last year. And the beautiful thing about the Bears is they got a lot of talent they haven't even started using. Luther Burton III, Colston Loveland has been hurt, so they have even more talent that's going to be coming out. I look for the Bears to win really big because I really think the Saints are I think they're going for the number 1 pick. I really do. So I expect the Bears to have a really good home game and go for 4 in a row. Go Bears.
Okay. Miami at Cleveland. This is all I can say, Dolph fans. I've been rough on you all year. But when my buddy Randy Magruder, the biggest diehard Dolphin fan, when Randy gets off the bus, you know you suck. Your own quarterback's calling you out. You know what? In Tua's defense, everyone was like, Tua shouldn't say that kind of stuff. I don't like it in the locker room. But I don't care. He's just venting because everybody does suck. And Tua, sorry. I don't know what to say. That all being said, I might actually go with Miami just because Cleveland's not much better. I think this is suck versus suck. So I'm going to go with Miami. I don't know why, Tom. Just pick a team.
Okay, look, bring this in. This is going to be almost a wrestling promo cut here. The Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Guess what? I'm going with Cleveland on this one all the way. Sorry to any of my Dolphin fan friends that are out there, even my ex-wife. I'm sorry. The Fins are just McDaniels has got to go right now. Got to go.
You made that game sound so much more exciting than it's going to be.
It's going to be. I know. Done. I'm trying.
Well done.
That's what our job is. We got to.
That is well done,
Michael?
Tom. And I'm going to give you a real shocker here. I'm going with Cleveland too, because when Tua sits there and says we have a players-only meeting, and some of the players don't show up, what does that tell you about how that locker room is?
They don't have any players.
They've already checked out.
They're
already on the golf course and going water skiing. They're not even in it to show up for their paychecks. And Cleveland has a good defense still, even though they got some injuries.
Yeah.
Cleveland has a good defense. Miami Dolphins have checked out. They are going to be a top 5 pick. Actually, I'm going to tell you right now, the number 5 overall pick will be the Miami Dolphins. That's it. Browns for me.
Okay. Raiders at Kansas City. Ladies and gentlemen, our worst nightmares may be coming through. Kansas City looks like they're running on all cylinders again. This is a no-brainer. Kansas City really looks good again. I'm going with Kansas City. Tom?
I have to too. Yeah, I think right now they started out kind of shaky, but they are putting it all together at the time that they need to. So I'm going with Kansas City all the way in this one.
Michael?
Well, the Raiders have Ashton Genty and the best tight end in the business, Brock Bowers. They're doing great. However, Kansas City gets Rashid Rice back this week. So if you thought they were playing good before, now they get their number 1 wide receiver back. Kansas City's going to crush them. It's going to be ugly. Sorry, Vegas.
All right. Philadelphia at Minnesota. Phillies just been stumbling a little bit, but they still got a lot of talent. Minnesota is so up and down. I know this game is at Minnesota. Something just tells me Philly will get their act together. I don't know why. I'm going to go with Philly in this. Tom?
I went. This is one of the games I did go kind of back and forth on, but as much as it pains me and my family that are Eagles fans will be happy to hear this week, I'm going with the Eagles this week.
Michael?
Yeah. I think the Eagles are going to do it. I think they got enough talent, and I think Saquon's out for a good game. I think they're going to get back to the running game, which is one thing that Philly hasn't been doing, but Minnesota's really been doing nothing. I mean, nothing good, nothing bad, just kind of a bunch of nothing. They've just been kind of right in the middle, mediocre, just nothing. Carson Wentz has done a good job filling in, but I just, Philly. Go Eagles.
All right. Michael mentioned the New Orleans Saints getting the top draft pick. I think they'll get the second draft pick because I think this team we're about to talk about is going to be the number 1 draft pick. All right. 0-6. Carolina, 2 boys. Not only has the Jets been sucking, Carolina, if you haven't been watching, has really been playing some good ball. They're at 500 now. Bryce Young's playing better. I know it's at New York. I don't care if it's at Mount Olympus. The Jets suck. And you know what? I'll give credit to the those Jet fans. For the last 40 years, you watch a game, they're filled. Those stands are filled. They got loyal fans, and I don't know. They don't ever give their fans anything good to watch. Carolina all day. Tom?
Definitely. I'll make this even short. Carolina, no doubt.
Michael?
Carolina all the way.
Jets are 0-6. Carolina's been playing decent ball against bad teams. They haven't been winning against the good teams, but against the bad teams, they've been doing really well. So I'm going to pick the
This week
Panthers.
they play a bad team. So
this week they got a bad team, so go Panthers.
Okay, our last 1 o'clock. New England at Tennessee. My buddy Hal, his Patriots. If anyone hasn't been paying attention, Drake May has been playing some great ball. New England.
And Scatterboo.
Yeah, no, Scadaboo's the
Scadaboo,
Giants. You just wanted to throw Scadaboo in there. The Patriots have been playing great ball. And again, Tennessee's young. And we don't know who their coach is going to be this week.
I don't think they do, but no.
Yeah. I'm going to go with New England. Tom?
I think this is kind of a sort of a revenge game for Vrabel. He's going to be happy that the guy that they replaced him with is already gone.
Yeah.
So he's going to really make it an effort to really kind of rub it in a little bit more.
That's a good point.
So I'm going with New England by at least double digits.
Yeah. No,
Michael.
I'm going to have to go with Tom saying I think Vrabel is out for revenge. Usually when they get a new coach in, whatever the team is, has a little bit of a boost.
I was thinking that, but I don't think it's going to work this way.
I don't think it's going to be enough to overcome the Patriots, because the Patriots, quite frankly, they're playing some good football. Mike Vrabel's got them playing good football. And Drake May looks really good. I'm not going to lie. He's doing good.
Buffalo's not the number one team in that division.
I know.
Who is?
It's Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots are the number one team.
Yeah.
Buffalo's at number 2.
You know what? Buffalo will get it. We know
Yeah.
Buffalo will get it together. They're just
they'll
having a
right
little
the ship.
skid,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
good for
Yeah.
the Patriots.
Yeah, they'll
Okay.
right the
Hey,
ship.
take it while you can.
We go to the 405 games, and Michael mentioned Scattaboo, so we got Scattaboo, Jackson Dart, and the New York Giants at Denver. Denver played as ugly as a game you could play in London last week and still won. I think they will get back on track. I think Denver's got the best defense in the whole league. I like the Giants. That was the bet you and I said from week 1.
Yeah.
That was the biggest over-under, because I think Vegas had them at 5.5.
5.5.
And we thought they were better than that. I still think they're better than that. I just don't think they're going to beat Denver at Denver. That mile high. I'm going with Denver in this, Tom.
I'm going to go with Denver in this one, and I think that it's going to be closer than we're thinking. And I think Scattaboo may have a good game, but I still think Denver's going to pull it out in the end.
Michael.
Well, here's the thing. I think the Giants didn't expect both their quarterback and their running back to do really as good as they've been doing, because they've both been contributing quite well. Denver has the best defense in the league right now. So I'm going to have to go with the Broncos simply because they're at home. That's the only reason I'm picking them. And that one's really a coin flip, because I'm telling you right now, the Giants are looking good. They've been playing some good football.
I don't
And their
think-
front seven's really good,
And
too.
I don't think Bo
Nix has
is
not been playing
He's
well.
not going to want his brother to show him up again this week with a backflip in the end zone when he scores a touchdown. But so I think Bo Nix is going to show Tez Johnson just, hey, wait a minute, I'm the one. So so I think Denver's going to. Like I said, this one is a close one.
I don't think Bo Nix is doing a lot of backflips.
No, but he doesn't need to. He does not need to. Not a bit.
All right, Indianapolis at the Los Angeles Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, Daniel Indiana Jones is for real. You can't fake 5-1 or whatever they
No.
are. Indy is playing some good ball. Now the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh's a great coach. This is a tough game because I can easily see either team winning. I'm going to go with Indy just because I think they're going to ride the train. And the Chargers, they're much better coached with Harbaugh, but sometimes you get that feeling that the Chargers are still just going to make that one crucial mistake that's just going to not be able to ice the game. I'm going with Indy. What do you have?
I think so. I'm going with this one is another one. There's a couple games this week that I really went back and forth on. This one I didn't decide till on my way here tonight. I'm going with the Chargers in this one, but I do think it could go either way, but I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Michael.
Well, I love the Chargers, and I love Justin Herbert. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the whole league. But right now, their offensive line is crap. And they know if they blitz, Herbert doesn't have any time to find anybody open, and the running game isn't quite there yet. I'm going to have to say I'm a believer. I'm going to go with Indiana Jones and the Colts.
Okay.
So that could be a game where y'all both could catch me again
Yeah.
if it turns
we
out
need
that
to.
way.
All right, we're going to go to our 425 games. Green Bay at a very tricky Arizona. I wish I knew if Kyler Murray was playing. That would help me make it one way.
Yeah.
I don't. This one's a real toss-up too. But for my buddy Steve Pruitt, Nick Kaninsky, I am going to go with your Packers. I think Cardinals certainly have the ability to beat you at home, but I think Green Bay is going to ride the ship and find a way to get a win out of there. Tom,
I do too. Green Bay on that one.
Michael.
Hello, over here. This one's going to be fun. Ready? I'm with him. If we knew if Kyler Murray was playing, is really the thing. We shoot this on a Tuesday, and they don't come out with the injury report or the starting report until Wednesday afternoon. So I'm going to do a qualifier. If Kyler Murray's starting, I'm picking the Cardinals. If he's not starting, I'm going with Green Bay. That simple.
Okay. All right. Then we have Washington at Dallas. Again, I say this every week. Dak Prescott, it's a shame you're having your best year and the defense is just not helping you out. Dak, you are playing lights out. Washington's playing good ball, but Dallas is at home. I think Dallas Dallas does this, and I think it's one of those weeks Dallas is going to get a win. I'm going to go with Dallas here at home.
I think the same with both teams. I think some weeks Washington looks fantastic. Other weeks they don't. I think they're going to still have a little side effects from this week's game, and I think Dallas is just going to be that much stronger, and it's going to be Dallas on this one. So I'm going with Dallas.
Well, Washington, when they played the Bears, that was a Monday night game, so Washington's going to be on short rest. And I think you're right. I think Dallas Cowboys are really, Dak Prescott's playing amazing. Their defense sucks, but Dak Prescott's doing great. And Caleb Williams is still learning Ben Johnson's offense, and he was able to get some really good throws in there, and he really did. He did 252 yards. And Dak Prescott's playing at an even higher level than Caleb is right now. So I think Prescott's going for over 300 yards. I think Dallas is going to beat the Commanders.
Okay, our Sunday night game, Atlanta at San Francisco. I think Kyle Shanahan, the coach of San Fran, is a great coach. My issue is the 49ers have lost their two best defensive players for the year in Nick Bosa and Wagner. So it's I'm going to go with Atlanta. I mean, at some point, no matter how good the next man step up, you just don't have it. Isn't it Warner?
Warner.
We're sorry. We said we weren't experts. Is it Bobby Warner?
I may have to change my pick. I originally went with San Francisco on this one. I think after thinking about it, and even though they're coming off of a short week again, I think Atlanta's riding high, and I think they are going to be able to pull it out too. I'm changing my pick on this one from what I originally had. I'm going to go with Atlanta on this one.
All right, we get just two Monday Nighters. What were you going to say?
Yeah. I was going to
Did you get the pick?
No, I didn't get the pick yet.
We're so used to him talking so much, we forget. Go ahead.
San Fran, you're right. San Fran's coach, they do a great job. And I'll tell you what, San Fran comes to play every week. They're doing fantastic. However, they lost Bobby Warner.
We're still wondering that.
They lost their middle linebacker and their defensive end, so San Francisco's defense isn't what it was before. And you can't lose two Hall of Famers on a defense and still play at the same level. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. And Atlanta right now is playing really good. Bijan Robinson is running the ball like crazy. I'm going to go with Falcons on this one.
All right, now
Bobby
we
Warner?
get to, you know what, Tom's going to look it up. We get to the Monday night with our hometown Buccaneers visiting Detroit.
What?
All right. Again, like Michael said, this is Tuesday. So as of right now, our four top receivers, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Terry McMillan, who hadn't played yet this year, and now Ibuka, the best rookie in the all gone. At some point, it's just got to catch up. So Katie and Harper, you will be pleased. As much as it goes against my heart, I'm going to go with Detroit in this game. Tom?
See, you had to do that. So now there's going to be a couple games this week. I'm thinking these are two of the top teams in the NFC right now. Both of them are playing very well. I think Baker will just will this team again in week 7, another down to the last minute win. So I'm going with the Bucs on this one by a field goal.
Well, 2 weeks ago, I went against the Bucs because I said, "Oh, they got too many injuries." And you're right; the top 4 wide receivers are out. They're using practice squad guys. But Boomer Sooner, Baker Mayfield is kicking butt and taking names. He is the MVP of the league right now. And I said it 2 weeks ago. I'm not picking against the Bucs again until they actually lose. So I'm picking the Bucs to whoop Detroit. Not just a little bit. I expect the Bucs to actually win by over 7 points because I don't think Detroit's nearly as good as people think they are. They've won a lot of games against weaker teams at the beginning of the season. That doesn't usually translate once you get to the middle of the season, the end of the season. So go Bucs.
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner. He will be in the Hall of Fame.
Sorry,
by
Fred.
the way. Sorry, Fred.
You're awesome.
Just for a little bit, here's some San Francisco injury report. Jordan Watkins, wide receiver, is going to be questionable. Brock Purdy is questionable.
Starting quarterback.
Ricky Pearsall,
Number 2 receiver.
questionable.
Oh, right now,
Yuri
he's number one.
Gross-Matos, defensive end, is questionable. Fred Warner is out. Brandon
he's gone for the
Ayuk,
season.
out. George Kittle, out, injured reserve. Juwan Jennings, questionable. Jawan Jennings is questionable. Kevin Givens is on injured reserves. Nick Bosa, injured reserves. Spencer Buford, injured reserves.
No, that's why we're picking the
Yeah,
Falcons.
I can't see, you know.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
and
why.
It's not that San Francisco's not a good team. I think they are finding, sort of like the Bucks and a few other teams, that I think the injuries are just getting too much for San Fran this year.
Yeah, and Kyle Shanahan's a great coach. What happened to Detroit last year? Detroit was the number 1 seed, and they just got, no matter how good you are, next man up, you can only do so much when half of your team's gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, our
very
last
last
game. This is an easy one, gentlemen. Houston at a very loud, rowdy Seattle Seahawks. Seattle is rolling on all cylinders. Houston has no direction. This is an easy one for me. I'm going with Seattle. Tom?
I only have to look at my sheet. I know. Seattle in this one, easy, I think. I think this will be one of the kind of a boring Monday night game to watch on this one. 'Cause hopefully, everybody's going to be watching the other game anyway. So, that'll
Well,
be
you know
okay.
what? They're actually different times. If the NFL is going
Yeah.
to put 2 games, I hate when they put one at 7 and one at 8. They're doing the smart thing. This is a 7. This is actually a 10.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, is it that
yeah,
way?
It's on the West Coast.
I like when they do it better like that, so we can actually watch most of it.
Yeah.
Michael, I know this is a no-brainer for
Yes, absolutely no-brainer. Seattle is the better team. They're playing really good. The Texans, it's like they lost their way. I mean, like they had a plan last year, and they made it to the playoffs, and this year they're just kind of like, I don't know what we're going to do. But, I'm going with Seattle on this one, most definitely. So, go Seahawks, and by all means, go Bucks
Yes.
and Bears.
All right, we close by saying everything. First of all, a big thanks to our technical advisor, the guy behind that camera, Pete Terzian.
Way to go, Pete!
All right, we thank the Village players to shoot here. And most of all, we thank all of you guys, not only our
Thank
friends
you.
and family, but those who don't even know us and watch. Thank you very much.
I don't know why you do it, but thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell them what to do, Michael.
Remember to like, subscribe, and please share it with your friends who love football. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
will see you next week.
See
Good night,
ya.
everybody.
Peace out.
Bye.